Police divers continue to search for a swept-away vehicle, and scientists suspend bird flu research. With the news at 12 o'clock, good afternoon, I'm Karabo Malatsi. Police divers in Limpopo are still searching for a vehicle that has been swept away by the flooded Blyde River outside Hoedspruit on Thursday evening. Police spokesperson Renal Otto says the number of passengers in the vehicle is unknown. Otto says the vehicle was swept away by strong currents at a low-lying bridge. She says that the divers are combing the riverbanks. Police say it's still unsafe to dive due to strong currents as the sluice gates at the Blyde River Poort Dam have been opened. 2 Red Cross South African staffers sustained serious injuries after their vehicle overturned on the road between Tzaneen and Hoedspruit in Limpopo. Their vehicle and trailer were laden with food and other necessities intended for flood victims in and around the area. The Red Cross members are now in hospital in Tzaneen. Higher Education Minister Bladen Zamande says the son of the woman who died in a stampede at the University of Johannesburg must commit to furthering his studies in honor of his mother. The minister was speaking at the funeral service of Gloria Segwena at the Lady of Peace Catholic Church in Kagiso, west of Johannesburg. Segwena died in a crush of students while accompanying her son applying for a coveted spot at the university during the late application process. Rochelle Seaton-Rogers has the details.
Gloria Segwena's coffin was placed in the middle of the church, surrounded by flowers and a large picture of her nearby. Her family spoke of her desire for her 2 sons to receive a good education. Segwena herself had received a degree in nursing from the same university at which she died. Nzamande urged Segwena's sons to fulfill her dreams and commit to their education. Rochelle Seaton-Rogers, SABC News, Kagiso.
A family of 5 has been left homeless after a fire gutted a house in Surrey Estate on the Cape Flats. Disaster management spokesperson Wilfred Solomons Johannes says it's not clear what caused the fire. He says there were no injuries.
The 5 occupants of the house are homeless this morning, and our disaster management teams are on the scene, rendering the necessary assistance to those people that were affected.
Electricity company Eskom says everything is back to normal at its headquarters in Megawatt Park north of Johannesburg. This after a bomb scare at the organization yesterday. Eskom spokesperson Hilary Joffe elaborates.
All is well after yesterday's bomb scare at Megawatt Park. A bomb threat was received by telephone at about noon, and the building was evacuated for the safety of all our employees. The police were on site, did search the building and declare it to be safe, and all employees went back to work. The police will now be investigating.
And finally, scientists at leading bird flu laboratories who created a more easily transmitted strain of the disease have agreed to suspend their research for 2 months after fears it could be used by terrorists. The BBC's Mark Pavak explains.
In a letter published in 2 leading journals, Science and Nature, almost 40 researchers called for an international forum to discuss the risks and benefits of their work. Last month, a US biosecurity advisory panel caused uproar in the scientific community by calling for important parts of the research to be withheld from publication. There are concerns that if terrorists obtain the information, they could unleash a mutant virus, possibly killing millions of people. But scientists say the research is essential to understand how flu viruses become pandemic threats to humans and how to contain them.